Welcome to a late night CK postgame show here on the Basketball Zone YouTube channel. I'm your host, Leo Biaz. I don't even know where to start, if I'm being completely honest. What the hell did we just watch? I'll tell you what, a historic game. Obviously, it feels a lot better that they won the game, and maybe I and millions of other Kings fans wouldn't be as hyped. But the fact that they took the Clippers to 2 overtimes when they were down by a lot, I think it was 14 points, if I'm not mistaken, at one point, like 4 minutes left or 3 minutes left in the fourth, and they got the job done. Like, they completed the comeback. That's insane. That's incredible. That's insane because the money line was insane at that point. I am lost for words. I don't even know where to start. Obviously, we're going to bring on Tyson right now, and we'll break down the film. We'll take a look at what De'Aaron Fox, who won Defensive Player of the Game, he got the chain on. Both he and Malik Monk are talking right now in the press conference. I'm lost for words. There were so many good things, so many bad things, but a lot of good things. It was a complete barn burner of a game. Wow. I mean, this was insanity. Let me put the link in the bio for you guys to call in right now. So I'm copying the link, copy and paste. You guys click that right there and you guys can join. Just come on for a minute or so. Just voice your opinions, voice your excitement. I want to hear you guys. This show is about y'all and the 16 years of misery that Kings fans have been through. What a night. De'Aaron Fox put the Sacramento Kings on the map. Now everybody gonna know who the Sacramento Kings are. Whether they get eliminated in the first round or not, yes, I'm gonna say they gonna make the playoffs. But whether they get eliminated or not, it's still a great year. Now, if they don't make the playoffs, even after tonight's historic win, it's going to be a wasted season, let's be honest. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it'll happen because De'Aaron Fox is just that good. De'Aaron Fox is that special. De'Aaron Fox is him, as they like to say. That dude, as I've been saying for a long time, the receipts are on this channel. I mean, I've been saying De'Aaron Fox is that good. Vince Miracle thought I was crazy when I said a few years ago I think he has the upside to be a top 10 player in the NBA. Now, that's still ways ahead of myself, but we can see what he brings to the table every single night. With the people who talk shit about his defense, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. This year, he's been really solid for the Sacramento Kings. Ahead of the snake. I just showed it last show, which I'll show it again. 90th percentile perimeter defense. That's what I care about. When you take on that big of a load offensively and you're that efficient and that elite, that's all you can ask for. Anything else, I don't expect him to be Drew Holiday because Drew Holiday is not De'Aaron Fox offensively. See what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be context to, he's not amazing. Obviously not. Like, you can't be that amazing, Drew Holiday, and then be De'Aaron Fox good on offense. It's not possible. The amount of energy that you exert every single night, the amount of energy that he exerted tonight was just crazy. It was just insane. Okay. And the funny thing is, I haven't even said what the final score was. The final score was 176 to 175. That is insane. Okay. I think they combined for 87 points, both he and Malik Monk. The link is in the bio, y'all. You guys can call in and join the live conversation. With Tyson will come on in a little bit. It's wild, man. It's wild as hell. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you guys drop a like. Make sure you smash that like button. Share this with everybody else, man. Come on, y'all. Let's light the beam. Get your merch. The merch is right under here. It should be available. The hat, the shirts. I don't know if I put the beanie on there. I was pretty rushed to just try to get this all up here, and because I was, my boy Renee came to like install the UV on the big display, and I was watching it, and I was getting hyped, and my son was getting hyped, even though he don't know what the hell he was watching. But we lit the beam tonight, yo. And make sure y'all cop that merch, man. The merch is fire. The game is fire. I'm just waiting for y'all to come in, man. But De'Aaron Fox is that special. But obviously, let's talk about Malik Monk, man. This dude was spectacular off the bench. He put up 45 points on 15 of 24. That is unheard of. 6 of 12 from beyond the arc. That's 50%. 9 of 10 from the free throw line. That's 90%. 6 assists. Holy cow. This man was a plus 22 for the game. Malik Monk was him tonight. And yes, I have been very critical of Malik Monk because the bench goes as far as he takes them because he's the best player on that bench. And arguably, he's right there in terms of, if you want to ever start him instead of Kevin, because Kevin, hasn't been that hot in this month, and he's been struggling. I think, what did Kevin finish tonight? He was 3 of 7 tonight. I mean, that's pretty solid. That's 42%, almost 43%. That's pretty good. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, he didn't have a good... Malik Monk had a game. Kevin was a great teammate, supporting him. The entire roster was supporting the entire team on the court. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Just Sabonis in 31 minutes. He got you 20 points, 10 rebounds. Double machine, right? 4 assists. Keegan Murray, man, he had a lot of big moments. He had that critical steal down the stretch to take the game into overtime, right? 7 of 12 from the field. Yeah, he was 1 of 4. I care about his activity on the perimeter. I care about how he got some of these field goals, which once NBA.com updates their entire box score with film, we'll watch that because Keegan Murray is doing something different. I feel like every game he's showing us a little bit more every game, which is good, which is what you want to see from a young rook like that, man. So shout out to Keegan Murray. Harrison Barnes in 40 minutes. I felt like even though the box score won't show it, he was very critical in doing the little things, man. The little things that wins games. So shout out to Harrison Barnes, even though he was a -4 for the game. I don't care. Felt like his professionalism, the small things, and just that stability that he brought to the floor for the Kings was solid. Look, man, Kawhi Leonard is just special. That guy is a Hall of Famer. He was just on one tonight. What did he finish with tonight? He finished with 44 points, 16 to 22, as efficient as ever, 6 to 9 from beyond. If you get 6 made threes from Kawhi on 9 attempts, that's unheard of. Like that's incredible, right? Just incredible. Mason Plumlee, obviously, the Kings should have picked him up, and we'll talk about that. Another guy that I was talking to, well, I'll save it for later, but. What a game. There's just so many things that come to mind, man, and I'm just very impressed with this team on so many levels. Again, the links in the bio or in the chat box if you guys want to call in. And it was incredible. You saw that high-powered offense from the LA Clippers, acquiring a guy like Eric Gordon, who played 19 points, gave you 8 minutes off that bench, 2 3-pointers. That was big, and I wasn't a big fan of that. Obviously, if I'm a Clipper fan, I'm not a big fan of picking up Russell Westbrook because I went out and I got a guy like Bones Highland, which now it's like, man, I wish the Kings would have picked him up. You know what I'm saying? So. That's a conversation for later in the show. They got a lot of dudes. I mean, Robert Covington didn't even play. Norman Powell, 37 minutes, 24 points off the bench, 6 to 14. Terrence Mann, I mean, you know what he does. He does everything on the floor. Scrappy as hell, tough as hell, brings that toughness to that team. He only played 17 minutes tonight, but he's typically, so fundamentally sound for that team. And obviously, Paul George is so good as well, man. Paul George is really good tonight as well. Tyson, let's go. Let me see if I can light the beam here. Light the beam. Tyson. What's up, Ty?
Man, I'm just lost for words. Lost for words after that one.
You sound kind of muffled.
Ooh. I got now.
Let me see. You sound a little bit muffled. Is your are your headphones charged? I feel like they're not charged.
I'm sorry.
You sound super. Call back right now, real quick. Like, take them off, put them back on, because you sound like hella. I really can't hear you. All right, so he'll call back right now. What a game. Yeah, I want to go through the comments, man. My guy, June, man. Shout out to my boy, Junes from Bulta. Great Korean barbecue spot, man. Love to see it there. Right. I almost had a heart attack. That was crazy, man. The most legendary game in Kings history. Wow, light the beam. Make sure you guys slap that like button, bro. I'm so hyped. Can't believe I saw that live. Oh my goodness. Send us some clips. I'm on Instagram, man. Augustine, my guy. Make sure you guys, make sure you send that over. I hope this GM motivates the Kings. I hope this game motivates the Kings team even more. What an amazing freaking game. Light that beam, mother hava. Yes, sir. That's my boy Josh. Trey Lyles needs some of his minutes cut. Okay. We'll talk about that. Metu was big, and I'm not a big Metu fan. Tyson, speak.
Are we good?
Okay, a lot better. Man, what was your biggest takeaway tonight? Obviously, there's just so much. I really don't know where to start because this game has so many ups and downs. And I mean, you were blowing me up saying I hate this. Obviously, I love when you text me all that because then we can reference back to it and be like, okay, this is where they got to improve. When we watch the film, once NBA.com right now, when they update with the film and all this is blue, like the reference links are blue, we can look at that specifically and defensively too to see where guys are falling asleep, who was playing well. Obviously, Metu was incredible in his role tonight, and we got to give him props. But what was your biggest takeaway tonight?
I could pick like 10 things, but I would say I guess the bench, really. I mean, the bench has obviously one guy had almost 50.
Men's Warehouse.
You get, what is that, like 80 points from your bench? I mean, that's crazy. And even guys who played limited minutes, like Terrence Davis, like only 13 minutes, Lyles only 18 minutes, but I feel like they were actually impactful. Like they did hit timely threes in those minutes.
Mm-hmm. Very timely. That's a great point.
Just grit. Like the King could easily just packed it up when they went down 11 with 2.5 minutes. Was it something like that? And like 4 steals in a row to cut it to 3. Just
incredible. What a game, man. I am still in shock. I'm just like, where do we start? Obviously, De'Aaron Fox put the Kings, as I said in my opening statement, De'Aaron Fox put the Kings on the map tonight. Now, all the casuals league-wide who were making fun of the Kings, or it's a fluke, yada, yada, yada. And again, still a long way to go. There's still 23 games left. It's going to be difficult. I'm not saying it's not. Like, the schedule's going to get hard. Last night was a freebie, and tonight they truly earned it. But De'Aaron Fox, after watching tonight, he really reaffirmed what I've been saying for 3 years and how I told people just to relax and be patient because that type of talent with that type of speed and control and then his assassin mentality in the mid-range, you don't really like those types of guys don't grow on trees. And then his ability to get timely stops, like it's hard to find that guy, which is why I've always been so high on him. Why when they traded Tyrese Halliburton, I was like, it doesn't matter. Like Tyrese is really good, and he's a star in his own right. But there's levels to being a star because every year we get 16 to 20 all-star level type of guys. I mean, there's guys that didn't make the all-star team that we can, Brunson, like he's playing at an all-star level. Like there's guys like that every year. But De'Aaron Fox has been playing like that. 2 years ago when he was averaging 25 and 7. Last year, obviously, took a step back in the first half of the season. But De'Aaron Fox has improved every single year in his career. But the wins weren't there. And then this year, the wins were there. and they still didn't reward him on announcement day. So De'Aaron Fox, man, the things he's done this year and tonight just really put a stamp on who he is as a player. And the biggest question mark for me was always, does he have that Ja Morant dog inside of him? Like, can he continue to just attack? I think he answered that question for me today, where I can't question his motor. Like, I can't question his internal competitiveness because he has been that good when he has had stability. And this is the first time he's had stability. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And he really answered that for me.
I mean, that was perfectly said. I mean, he has the coaching now. He like the accountability aspect is there. He's being coached hard and running with it. I mean, he's locked in defensively. It seems like when it matters.
Right.
Just a superstar doing superstar things.
He's not Drew Holiday defensively, but Drew Holiday isn't De'Aaron Fox offensively. See what I'm saying? Like, people expect him to be so good defensively, like as good as I'm like, he can't be as good as Davion because Davion sucks offensively, and Davion don't have the pressure of having to score and put this team on his back like De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and if Fox had dead legs too, like
right.
Like that last shot and those free throws he was missing, he was gassed. I mean, like, and Fox said it the other day. Like, most other star guards are not going to guard him. They're going to put a wing on Fox, and it doesn't matter. Like, I got torched tonight. Paul George torched. I mean,
and Fox will actually want to guard the other All-Star. Like, that's how competitive he is.
Like, he was guarding Kawhi Leonard and Paul George down the stretch. And if you can't guard Fox, if you can't guard Monk, you for sure can't guard Fox. So, I mean, that's just,
Monk was special, though. Talk about Monk tonight.
Monk was just put on one of the best performances I've ever seen. I mean, just a jump shooting freak. I mean, timely baskets, driving, just relentless energy, just a sixth man of the year. I mean, Malik was just that Kentucky backcourt just went stupid.
It was ridiculous, man. But let's talk about some of the other guys, right, that played a huge role. What did you think about Harrison Barnes and Keegan Murray tonight?
What you said earlier about Harrison, I thought was perfect. I mean, only 11 points, but he went 8 of 8 from the foul line, and 6 of those fouls that he drew were timely. Time, like when things needed, like just a basket or just something to slow them down. Harrison was there to draw a foul, and he also had to guard Kawhi and Paul George all night too, so that's why he wasn't shooting that well. Keegan, I thought, was solid also. Not the best game, but timely, active hands on defense, getting out, actually driving to the paint. I mean, just doing the little things to help the team win was key.
Tony Brothers was really bad today.
Bro,
I mean, jeez. Tony Brothers was really bad today. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He was pretty bad.
He was bad.
Jordan said Tony Brothers is the best Clipper player today, even with Kawhi. I thought Kawhi was a little bit better than Tony Brothers. I thought Kawhi, the fact that he went 6 of 9 from 3, that's unheard of.
He hit 4 in a row. So at those 4, and then I think it was the third quarter he hit 4 in a row. Some of those were smothered, like deep into the shot clock. He's fading away. I mean, nothing you can do. That's why he's a superstar in his own right.
I mean, that guy's a Hall of Famer, man. Kawhi Leonard was so special tonight.
Kawhi gets his job going. Good luck. I mean, because he's just like Fox. He's elite in the mid-range. He's 6'8". You're not blocking his shot. I mean, and he got friendly rolls. I mean, he blitzed him. He still hit him in your face. Like,
Edward says, you can see that Keegan's learning to be more consistent in using his handles to drive and take pressure off his teammates. Great job by the Rook. What did you think about Keegan tonight?
I thought, yeah, I mean, he did. I remember one time where he pump faked, put on the floor, and then found Monk in the corner. Just small growth here and there. I mean, I've always been saying when I'm watching the games, instead of shooting like that heavily contested three, if you just pump fake and sidestep or pump fake it to the mid range or pump fake and drive and kick for somebody else, I think that's the next step for him. I mean, because when you're such a good shooter like him, guys are going to just sprint at you consistently now. You got to find a way to make them pay by running at you.
Somebody saying that the Kings just signed Dozier. Yep, Dozier for the rest of the year. KZ got waived, and it was happened. Well, you got KZ, you got Edwards, who they got at the NBA deadline. Very similar players, both the same age. I can see why they got a guy like PJ Dozier just because.
They haven't signed PJ Dozier.
Not yet.
No, it says they're actually looking in the buyout market.
But they did get rid of KZ.
This says KZ's battled knee soreness and collateral damage. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. His audio is still trash. That's your audio is cutting off still. You do sound better, but sometimes you kind of do come in and out. Best game I've watched, unbelievable. That comes from Paul. Geez, what a monster game. Kings just don't have a spot for KZ. The script was real. Let's have a collaboration at Bolta. It's on me. Let's see. Trey Lyles is one of my favorite role players. I hope we can re-sign him in the offseason. What did you think about Trey Lyles tonight?
Another guy who was doing the little things. I mean, timely baskets. I thought he honestly should have played more at the 5, but he's solid. I mean, he's been solid for like the past couple months.
Yeah, Edward, he's saying objectivity, the Kings do have good chemistry. Perhaps Monty was right to not make a move. No, he wasn't. Monty was not right to not make a move, and we saw it tonight. You're not the Clippers aren't going to give up a 14-point lead ever again like that. It's not going to happen. Coach Lou led teams. Doc River led teams give up a lot of those leads. But Coach Lou, for the most part, he has a track record to not allow that. Obviously, Russell Westbrook being new and being the turnover machine that he is helped a lot, even though some of those turnovers weren't actually on him. It was just Fox.
His defense was atrocious.
Right. Oh, my God. It was disgusting. And I don't understand the whole getting Bones Highland and him. And now Bones is relegated, which he came to the Clippers to play more. So he ain't going to play no more. Which he should ask for a buyout so the Kings can, sign him. But yeah, like that's a whole another kind of worms that I'm just like, damn, like they really did steal a lot of players that could have helped for the Kings. But to your point, Edward, no, chemistry, there's chemistry because you have Sabonis and Fox. Everybody else just follows. Like, those two guys are your fundamental pieces. The Kings have never had two guys like that are playing at such a high level. That's why it works, right? That's why other teams who have the star players, they can plug in these other guys that just make sense. All I was asking for, and Tyson and a lot of other people, were improve your bench. Get yourself a backup point guard. Get yourself a Mason Plumlee. Which, again, the Clippers stole the players that the Kings actually needed because they're smart. And that's the reality. Look who was out today. Zubac. Guess who started? Mason Plumlee. There wasn't much, if anything at all, of a drop-off. That's what, obviously, there would be a drop-off from Sabonis to Mason. But he can save you for 5 to 6 games, whereas if Sabonis gets hurt, the Kings are doomed. That's what we're talking about when we say make a move, not like, oh, let's go trade. I mean, I'd be open to trading for a star too, don't get me wrong. But this whole chemistry nonsense is literally nonsense because you have your two main key hogs. You know what I'm saying? Like you have De'Aaron Fox, you have Sabonis, the rest follow. You have Mike Brown. Like, you have those 3 guys that you've never had in 16 years. So making moves around the edges to improve your team is okay. And it's okay to criticize Monty for, like, let's not act just because they won this game that it was the right move to not make a move at the deadline. It was a terrible decision to not make a move at the deadline.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Especially when every other team made those moves. Like the Clippers made 3 of them alone and got them for cheap. That's what made it like even more frustrating. Like when these players that the Kings could have got were traded for second-round picks, of which the Kings had. And it wasn't like the thing that made me frustrated was like wasn't necessarily not making a move, but it was like you watching other teams make them and get them for cheap, and now so you're kind of hoping to just overrule them.
Yeah, it was a tough pill to swallow. It was a wrong move to not make a move. Let's be honest. Looking at the go ahead.
You also wasted a trade exception, like
that too, which we haven't even talked about yet. That was what, $4 million?
Right. So Vanderbilt and Thibault, you could have had any player in the league that made $1 million or less for basically free, for basically a second-round pick, and you got poached by the Lakers. It still kills me how the Jazz willingly did it, but Vanderbilt was a 60-70% was the king until that trade happened, because he would have fit into the trade exception no problem. And if the Kings have gotten Vanderbilt,
and Vandy's playing well for the Lakers.
Vanderbilt is have you seen this guy play defense? Like, this guy can guard 1 through 5.
Right. And that's super important. June says that I spoke to the Kings physical therapist last year, and he told me that Fox was adjusting to the heavier weight. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, tonight he was going through Kawhi, and Kawhi is like one of the strongest players in basketball.
Right.
And that does take time. Like that, it's Monk, Wells, Fox, Monk tonight. I mean, Monk was amazing tonight, and he was just a 3-point specialist. Kings are the most fun team in basketball. Kings are winning the championship, and De'Aaron Fox is the MVP. Well, the Kings are winning the championship if they ever get like a 3rd star. They ain't winning championship this year, brother. I hope. Hope I'm wrong. Yes, he did get Defensive Player of the Game. Malik is Jamal Crawford 2.0. Love the combo of him and the bench for Herter. You get consistency most of the time, and with Herter and the flamethrower and Monk when he's on it. Yeah, if you get Kevin Herter from earlier in the year where he was on fire, but Kevin Herter right now, he's really struggled. Tonight, he played okay. I mean, he played well, I would say. But he still has a lot of lapses defensively, although I thought he was really good tonight, guarding Kawhi and staying in front of Kawhi. I
thought Monk and Herter's defense was decent tonight. They just got shot over. Like, there's nothing you can really do about that. And I mean, Monk played like 28 minutes. He came in at the 3rd quarter and then played the whole rest of the game. I mean, and he had like 6 dunks tonight. He was dunking everything. He was just ferocious. Right.
Mason would have looked good on the Kings. Man, tell me about it. Woj reported Dozier for the remainder of the rest of the season. So I guess Woj just said that.
Really?
Yoli, I'm not going to lie, definitely shed a tear after this win. My boy, King Jibby. He shed the tear, man. He shed the tear. I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you, man. Raps fan here, crazy game to watch. How do you feel about this team's defense? Well, the team's defense is garbage. I mean, Mike Brown, their coach, said it, they're mad. Obviously, he was joking, but not joking, because he was like, oh, zone defenses are trash in the NBA, but even their man defense isn't good. And he said that, and I didn't get it on camera, but he said that exiting yesterday's pre-press conference that he gives everybody. So he knows the team is struggling defensively. They just got to find to get timely stops. They did that tonight. They got timely stops when they needed, because they were down 14 with what, 3 minutes left?
I think it was 12 with 245.
There you go. 12 with 245, bro. So they got the stops. You know what I'm saying? Like they're more than
And
capable.
they scored 6 points within 50 seconds. So 3 steals.
The Clippers are about to piss off both Bones and Man for the rental of Russell Westbrook 100%, bro. Like I would die for Terrence.
Eric Gordon,
I would
too.
die for Terrence Mann on this team. Like Terrence Mann would be the perfect
I
player.
would die for any one of those 3.
But especially Terrence Mann, who has done it big in the playoffs, who is just an unselfish player who just brings so much toughness. I
He's
disagree.
like a Josh
Basketball,
Hart.
very much so. I disagree. The team game, the Kings have solid team chemistry, and it's showing right now, bro. It doesn't matter. Like the Kings have stars. You don't have team chemistry without stars. Like you can't have team chemistry without stars and win. You need stars and a good head coach to win. Then you just trickle down the other pieces. You just fill in the spaces, bro. Like that's how a successful, like you need a good CEO to run a successful company. I don't care how great, like you can have the best chemistry in the world and like a bunch of nice guys. And like the Kings have had nothing but nice guys the last 16 years. Guess what? They've been absolutely garbage because they don't have stars. They had one star all along, but that guy couldn't be maximized correctly because he had a bunch of bums playing with them and coaching him. That's what happens. He finally got what Marvin Bagley should have been, and I always find a way to put him into the show and destroy him. But my goodness, he was just awful for the Kings, and he's still awful for the Pistons.
Garbage.
Like, Shemezi Metu was better than him. And Metu's been garbage defensively.
That's saying something.
And, like, that's saying something.
Like, because defensively, I could argue they're the 2 worst defenders in the game.
Oh, my gosh. Kings are 1-0 when they score 175 points a game. 100. You are accurate, bro. You are accurate, man. They're 1-0. The drop off from Sabonis to Metu is so apparent. Teams attack it immediately. There were so many options to upgrade there. Like so many. Even somebody like Mo, again, I think Holmes is that guy. But since Mike Brown is very particular, right? It doesn't matter what I think. I just know how Mike thinks. And Mike wants a certain player there. And for whatever reason, Monty couldn't find a way to get the job done. So if Holmes is not playing, you should not be playing Metu at the backup 5, even though he had a great game today. And I'm going to give him his flowers tonight. But it's also because the Clippers are undersized for a lot of the game because Mason only played 25 minutes tonight. But so this is the type of game where
small with Batum.
Right. So like this is the type of game where Metu can, not be destroyed by another big man off the bench. See what I'm saying? Like they didn't have anybody tonight.
Then again, he still got destroyed because Batum, he would just slide over and Batum, 6 threes in the corner which is why I wanted to play Lyles at the 5 so that wouldn't keep happening.
I think Monty wants his team to learn from their run in the playoffs, but bro, you got to make the playoffs. I know we're all excited about this game, but on the next game when we're all down and we're like, damn, we should have made a damn move. Like I'm telling you
we're
now,
gonna be saying that every single game. We're gonna be saying, "Oh, Mason Plumlee wouldn't have done that right there." Like, and if you can upgrade, you upgrade. Like, there's no like, well, we should just stick with what we have. Like, no, if there's a guy better than what you have out there to come in, then you do it. Like, you don't say no because
you have to do it.
We don't want to.
You have to do it because Mason Plumlee is a high basketball IQ player. He's a guy that slides in.
Everything you do.
Yes, the chemistry, like he's a chemistry type of guy. He's a guy that's been there, done that. So I understand trying to protect Monty McNair, but there's no protection of what he did. What he did was unacceptable. Like this, I think it was Tyson said, this is the one trade deadline where we saw a historic amount of second-round picks Go for
42.
42 of them, and the Kings have a bunch of them. How do you
Kings
not?
have 3 in
And
this
the
year's
trade
draft
exception,
alone.
and the trade exception on top of that.
The Kings have 3 second-round picks in this draft alone, which aren't 3 of them aren't 2 of them aren't even theirs. It just makes 0 sense. And McNair doesn't even keep second-round picks anyway. He always trades them on draft night.
Or he sells
So
them.
I'm like, why
I mean,
not
he
trade
sold.
them now?
He sold the kid from the Mavericks. What's his name?
Hardy.
Sold him when we could have kept him, and he would have been the backup point guard or the backup shooting guard.
And 2 years ago, you traded a second-round pick for Terrence Davis, no problem. So
Crazy. I think Westbrook helped the Kings to be able to double team Kawhi, and yes, 100. That's what I'm saying.
That all game, I kept texting Leo. I was like, "Stop running! Make Westbrook shoot that. Don't come off Kawhi and give Westbrook the hockey assist. Like you have to." And he ended up hitting one in the corner, but like he's not gonna. If he has to make a timely shot, he is not gonna be able to do it.
He's not going to, bro. He's not going to. Let's check and see what these guys had to say. Let me see. I do want to see what De'Aaron said. Oh, here we go. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to back and to perform the way you guys perform. What is the statement that you guys have made tonight as the Sacramento Kings?
Was it thoughts about Westbrook or was it thoughts about us? Because I don't give a over there.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, man, we here.
You see the league, the talent in this league. There are a lot of talented teams. Obviously, he added talent to this team. But we come in, we worry about us.
We here too, though. We coming at everybody.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And by the way, Westbrook is garbage. Let's not act like he actually hurt them. He actually hurt them.
The best thing Westbrook is going to add to the Clippers is pace.
Right. But Bones can do that too, though.
Exactly. Bones is a way better shooter. Like
that. Definitely. On the road, they got 3 Hall of Famers, man, and we're a young team. And we just out here competing, man. We're going to come out here and compete every single game, man, and let the league know we're here.
Let me just ask you before you leave. This will be remembered as one of the all-time great games in NBA history.
Oh, yeah.
The record for points scored, 183-180. You guys came close. What does that mean to you, man? That your kids, people's grandkids, they're going to be talking about this game. This is going to be in the history books.
Yeah, man, we got to get some stops, man. Defense, man.
You do got to play some defense, man. It feels good because you won. But like I said, if they lose this game, you're still excited because they took the Clippers down to the wire. But you're not that excited. You see what I'm saying?
No. There's a big difference.
Like a massive difference.
Yeah, man. This is obviously that's one of the better teams.
That's kind of that infusion of energy you needed to make this happen.
Yeah, man. This is obviously that's one of the better teams in the league, one of the deepest teams in the league. At the end, I just wanted to try to make it tough on PG. Just trying to pick up, do whatever we could do to kind of speed them up. Obviously, that's an older team, more vets, very physical. They want to slow the game down, and that's all we did. We just tried to speed them up.
And that's what they did because De'Aaron Fox had a lot of timely stops. Keegan got that big
Paul
steal.
George like twice for his 2 steals. I mean,
Yo, actually, I lost the ball.
I lost the ball.
No, I was looking for it, but
Was that the call?
yeah, that was the call.
Triano drew that up, man. Yeah, he got a lot of quick hitters for threes. He about gave it away, but
Once I saw Norm kind of bait to the corner too hard. Obviously, in basketball, it's a very read and reacted sport.
Yep.
So he saw where Norm was. He slid to an open spot. All I had to do was throw it to him.
and we know each other gonna be there most of the time, so we're gonna be there.
Wow. I mean, he really just waited until Norm just moved a little bit. Great. It's just a great heads-up play. It's just gets chemistry that you can't you can't teach that. You either have that chemistry or you don't. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, that play design and then that little bump shift over splash.
Just just the execution from it, man. It's just okay. So we got the film up now. Harrison Barnes, Keegan. So let's look at things defensively, right? We can even look at Kawhi's stuff first, actually. I do want to look at his 22. Geez, he took 22 shots. Let me see. Let's see what he did there.
That's not even that much, bro.
Facts. Actually, not a lot. He had a lot of points. Let me see. Let me put the screen share up. Let me put Tyson on here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Light the beam. Uh-oh. Vince, come on board, buddy. We'll watch the film together. It's time to replace. Is it time to? Okay, so before we watch it, is it time to replace Monk with Kevin? No.
No.
Why not?
You need Kevin's not going to be able to provide that punch off the bench like Monk is, and as bad as Kevin is in a slump, he still forces way more gravity than Monk does. I mean, let's be honest.
That's a good point. That is a good point. Find his MC. Okay. So on this first one, that's just good ball movement. That is the one thing that Westbrook does provide. Again, pace.
It's the transition defense where Russ can be effective.
Right, and that's where the Kings struggle, which is in transition. They don't communicate very well. Like even if we slow it down
every time.
Right, like even if we slow it down, we have a backline of 3 guys right here, right? And
you want to make more shoot that, but at the same time you don't.
You're right, but again, you're not gonna have Kawhi Leonard shoot 6 and 9 every night. It's just a good shot by Kawhi.
They're not gonna hit 27 threes again. That's not happening.
Right, here we go. Kawhi is in the mid. So the Kings are playing. They're playing man here. Got a little ghost screen from Mason. Nice little hard hedge there by Sabonis. That's tough as fudge. I mean, that's that's great defense by the Kings. Like, that is great defense.
That was probably one of his toughest shots all night.
Here we go. Kawhi one-on-one against Kevin. Like, this is good defense. This is a defense I was talking about where I was like, oh, well.
He's just 6'8". I
mean, there's nothing to do about that, right? That's solid defense there. Here we go here. We see a little Iverson cut here through the lane from Kawhi. I don't know if it's just a play design, but they always get like this empty side, just one-on-one. It's just amazing. Like, this is high efficiency because Kawhi's going to cook whoever's guarding him. It don't matter who's guarding him. This is just great play design to get him one-on-one. Obviously, good defense by Harrison Barnes. Like, you can't do much. I mean, Jesus, that was tough as. I mean, that wasn't a foul, but that was like he still made that shot. Like, that footwork was impeccable.
That's great. What do you want him to do there?
Oh my God, this is a shot that cost me like $300. Like,
this is
inexcusable on so many levels. Like, look where Kawhi.
Why are you guarding anybody in the front court anyways? They don't have Damian Lillard on their team.
So Kawhi is right here. Lyles hits a shot, right?
But like, it's everybody though. Like, why is Fox and Metu up that high anyway?
Why? Right. Like, why?
They're all 5 of you guys should be behind the half court.
What a joke. Jesus. I can't believe this. Really, like, this cost me my game, like my winning ticket in the first quarter.
What was the bet on that?
I just bet the Kings to win the first quarter.
Oh my God, I am so
mad. like you lose on this. Like, you hit the free throw, get your asses back.
That should never happen.
Never happen. Like, this is like in football when the receiver, like, you should never be in this position.
Never.
Ever. Like, wow. Like, what do you think was going to happen there? So here we see a missed shot in second quarter. Let's see. Where was the breakdown here? So
This was when they went zone.
okay, you got Paul George. You're up. So right now Keegan's up too high, right? So
The
he's
corners were the
so Keegan got to be a little bit lower though. Like Keegan's up too high. There's no need for that. And then he's out of position, which then Kawhi takes an open shot and he missed it. So one of the few shots that he missed there. Got lucky, but still bad defense. Here we see, like that was bad defense and they missed it. And sometimes you play good defense and they make it. It's just part of the game. This is where Russell Westbrook is good still. Like that was a solid pass. I'm not gonna lie, and he just got to make this. Like that's good defense. Yeah. Yeah, that's good defense. Let me see. Moving screen. Yes. Oh, what a move by Paul George. He gets to a spot. He travels. They don't call it.
But see, that's where I have a problem with Herder. Why on earth are you running at Westbrook?
Like why? Like let him shoot that. Like let him shoot that.
You, like, why? If you have to, God, it just hurts my brain when I see stuff like that.
Yeah, like bro, like no, like stay here. Let him shoot it.
Come on, he did that. Like that happened like 3 times in this quarter alone.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Again, see Fox much better. See this? Oh,
yes,
much better, Fox. And this is just tough. That's just a tough shot.
He's just hot.
At this point, he's hot. You can't do anything about that. Another jump shot. Let me see. Russ. Here comes Russ. Okay. So we get some weak side action here, right? We get a down screen from number 8. I think that's Morris. Yep. And we get a good cut, a nice little inward lane cut by Paul George to get the defense to react. Keegan's not there on time. He's running at him, and he's just hot, bro. Like Kawhi is hot, but yeah, this was stupid. This is like stupid hot. Step back shot right here.
This is the one late into the shot clock, smothered, contested, and he just
Jesus. Like the Kings played him well. Like you just gotta tip it again. They had their miscues, but Kawhi was just making a lot of tough shots. I was making a lot of tough shots. Fade away jump shot. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, this is just bullshit. Like it just ended back in his hand. It's good defense by Harrison Barnes. Lots of deflections, lots of activity there. Let me see.
Just unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Great fake. Great fake. Let me see. So at this point, I like the fact that Fox is like, F Westbrook. I don't care what Westbrook's about to do, right? But Kawhi read the whole play. I mean, he could have dropped it off here technically, but he didn't. And they just lost containment. And that happens. Turn around jump shot.
This is a tough one.
That's tough. That's good defense, bro. That's really good defense by Keegan.
Looking like KD right there.
Jeez. Once again. Oh. That was quick too. Oh my God. Like, I get that they scored 170 some points, but that's great defense. Like, can we talk about the defense there? That's great defense.
Like Fox said, I mean, we played somewhat decent defense. I mean, he just hit ridiculous shots.
That's good defense. Like, he just got to a spot, man. It's hard to stop that. Let me see. Look at Harrison. Oh, okay. Move your feet. Oh, that's tough. What do you do with that? Like, what do you do with
HB's
that?
strong too. It's not like he's not.
Oh man, let me see. Oh, it's just a missed shot, but yeah, that was what led to overtime, fadeaway jumper, and OT. Yeah, that's Russ putting pressure on the defensive back line. That's just good offense there. Driving shot. Let me see. Yeah, that's good defense.
Got
Right.
lucky on that one.
Yeah, another missed shot. He was tired at this point, just like Fox was. Oof, like he was making that. Like that was super
He went
short.
for the jugular with that one.
Yeah, and then Fox, I think, went in transition on that one.
That was a kick ball right there that they missed.
Jesus. Like, what do you do? Like, that is ridiculous. This dude faded away and it was a perfect shot in the step back, last one. It's good defense, man.
You got lucky. You caught a break on that one.
Yeah, that's good defense. That's just he creates separation enough to where you're just like, damn. You know what I mean? Like it's
Just length on display. I mean,
right. I'm 18, so memory of the Kings have sucked, but now I'm feeling great. You're 18, yeah. So you don't even know how bad it's been, bro. Kawhi could have missed through 4 quarters, but after that, he looked tired. He did. He really did.
Just tired.
Yeah, Fox was just as tired as well.
I mean, Fox airballed that next shot.
He did. He actually did.
And Fox also missed 6 free throws tonight.
Did he really?
I think it was 5.
He missed.
6 of 11.
He missed 5. Yeah. He shot 54%.
Like if he makes his free throws, the Kings win. Like not before overtime.
Yeah, that's wild. Now let's look at what Fox did. Should we go? Can we go there? Let's see. This is early in the game, huh? Yeah, he was hot early. I'm gonna skip to because he first quarter. I always swung on the fourth. Like he had. How many points do you have in the fourth? Did it say fourth? So a two, that's 4, 6, 8, 10. 12?
Is that it? Can you scroll?
10, that's 10. Yeah, because in overtime, 12. I'm not counting overtime. I'm just counting the fourth quarter. He had 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, Monk had like 12, probably.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Let me see the fourth quarter. This is at the 5-minute mark. At this point, it's 120. Think about this, y'all. It's just 129 to 142. Tyson's like, oh, it's over, bro. And I'm just like, I'm watching this like, and then it's funny because Mark Jones said a 14-point lead is like a 7-point lead in today's NBA. And as soon as he said that shit, they go bananas. And I'm like,
they got 3 steals in a row. I was like, what is the Clippers doing? Like,
what a move! Like that move, a triple threat. I mean, that's tough. Like, what do you do? They're saying the same thing. Like, that's great defense. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just spectacular defense there. De'Aaron Fox, they're down by 13 still. He missed a bunny. At this point, like it's over. Like they ran out of gas. It's 5 minutes left. He just
said,
like,
let
damn.
me lock in on defense real quick.
Oh man! And then he had like 3 of those in the fourth. I feel like, and he didn't get any and ones on that. which he should have. Jeez, this is again, y'all. This is Paul George, okay? Wow, swiper.
Lost his shoe.
Wow, and he lost his shoe. That's crazy. Who? Oh, did he grab his shoe back? He did grab his shoe back. That's nuts. At what point did Sabonis foul out?
First overtime.
Yeah, that's right. Let me see. Dribble handoff there. God, Russell's so bad. Like look at how bad
Russ. Like he expected Kawhi to switch. He expected Kawhi to switch here.
Like, what are you doing? He always does this though. Like he's done it with the Lakers. I'm like, bro, I don't think this flies with Ty Lue, but this is shit that you gotta point out. Like, bro, like you suck.
Yeah, that's the shit Terrence Mann's not doing.
Right, 100%. Like, oh my gosh, just terrible. And he just looks around like, oh, like no, bro, like you suck.
Don't look at Kawhi like he was.
Yeah. God, if that goes in, bro, yeah, me too. Right? I thought that was in. Let's see. He missed back-to-back shots, 146, 149. Like the resilience from this team at this point is just like, God, he had that shot too. Look at Monk. It's like, damn, he was going for the three.
Harrison got. Oh, I thought he got the rebound there.
Let's see, driving layup.
This should have been an and one.
Yeah, this is the one. Oh, oof. Down by one. That's the other and one that I'm talking about. Pull up. Let me see. Down by. Oh, this is already overtime. Oh, it's not showing his assists. But yes, like before that, he had that big assist, which will actually let's look at that assist. He had 12 dimes. Let me see that assist. I want to see it again. Let me see.
Jay Triano ATO.
Let me see. Fourth quarter. This one.
Huge possession. I thought he was gonna pull up off this little screen right here.
Right there. Yep.
I'm like, he's gonna shoot this three.
And Kawhi fell for it because he was a little bit off balance there. He's like, is he gonna shoot? Is he gonna shoot? And his speed, bro.
I thought the Clippers would foul right there for sure.
Facts, like they should have. And so we got Sabonis on the outside. We got Keegan setting that back pick right here on who is that? Is that Batum?
Yep.
Yeah. And why is Russell Westbrook? Look how lost he is. Like, it's so funny.
Why is he facing the rim?
Like, he's
if
so
Fox
lost.
takes a two, you let him.
Oh, what a pass though. You know, and then what a cut too, because like Fox had nowhere to go.
Fowles is so mad. Like,
yeah.
He's like, how did he get that off?
Like, did he step out of bounds? Let me see. No, he just literally last second. It's almost like he directed Monk to like move. So it's just a sidestep.
I was saying Fox should almost bounce past that at first.
He could have, yeah. Cause like, what's his name? Powell's already jumping. I mean, wow.
Malik.
Incredible. I mean, incredible, bro. Russell, let's see what Russell's doing.
He's on Monk. That Monk was his man.
Oh my! It was his man. That's what I'm saying. Like, what just, bro? This is so funny. I love it.
Comical defense.
And then he's looking like, oh, where's my man at? I'm like, bro, you didn't even get screened.
Look at him. Look at where he's looking right now. He's not
at the ball.
He's looking at Fox. Like, why are you looking at Fox here?
At this point, he's lost. He don't know. His heart's pounding like, oh shit, where's my guy?
Yeah.
He's like, where's my guy?
No man's land.
And then he's like pointing out like, oh, it's him.
And yeah, now it looks bad on Powell's part when in reality,
Yeah, because for some reason Russ almost reacted to Harrison Barnes. So look at how he hedged. He went that way, but then he realized that he got the pass off.
Why would Ty Lue even have Russ in the game right there?
Oh, yeah, over Terrence Mann. Like that makes no sense.
Eric Gordon. Like, there's no way those two guys fall asleep right there.
Holy cow! That is wild, bro. That is wild. Holy cow! That is ridiculous. Leo, what are your thoughts on the Kings getting rid of Cauley-Stein to make a move? Huh? What are your thoughts getting rid of Cauley-Stein to make more cap space for Corey Joseph? I'm confused, bro.
Bro, what year are you in?
Yeah, I don't know what year he's in. Kings just waived KZ and signed PJ for the rest of the season. Oh, so I was saying that they signed for the rest of the season. Yeah. That's interesting. PJ, huh? Out of all the players, they went back to PJ for KZ.
The buyout market is kind of dry.
Well, like I said yesterday, I like Barton, but I don't feel like Barton is Mike's type of guy.
Terrence Ross would have been the guy, but
yeah, he would have been the guy. Yeah, that's what I'm with WTF, bro. Like Russell Westbrook's terrible. I'm so happy they signed him. Bro, just
so
woke
happy
up
because now when Terrence Mann and Bones Highland just walk in for agency for free, it's just gonna look that much better.
So much better when the Clippers don't win shit this year. Oh man, I can't wait. Like, what a mistake. Like, I'm not even. People think I'm a Russ hater, but I'm like, besides his transition play. Yeah, me too. But what does he do well besides play well in transition? Like he's just a minus everywhere else. He can't shoot. He can't play defense. Like he's a minus defensively, and we're showcasing how bad. We're highlighting how bad this man is. Like it's crazy
like
to
one
me.
Of the biggest ball watchers ever.
It's gross, bro.
If you put him out in any screen action, he's toasted.
I mean, 100%. And we're an hour in, y'all. What a game. What a night. We've gone over the interviews, gone over the film session. What a game. What was the final score? 176, 175?
Oh, man.
Let me see. I forget.
Yeah, it's 176, 175.
Jesus. 176, bro. I scored 176 points. That's ridiculous.
And got the rebound at the end. Man.
That is ridiculous. Any final thoughts? Looking forward to the schedule. Like, final thoughts, bro, because tonight was wild.
Kings fans, just enjoy it. I mean, you got to be a part of one of the greatest games in NBA history, and you're on the winning side. Just got to ride the momentum. The Kings are getting on a flight right now. They got a tough back-to-back in Oklahoma, so you got to ride that momentum.
It's a good team. A bunch of young guys that are just hungry. They gave the Kings a run for their money. But I think they're more motivated now than they were when they faced them. And even though SGA cost me my parlay yesterday because he missed 90% free shooter missed 5 free throws, and he missed the free throw that would have put him up 3 because then Laurie got fouled and that wasn't a foul. But I neither here nor there. But that team plays really hard. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is just a superstar. Like, that guy is so special. And he is the one guy, like Fox. That's the one guy Fox struggles with. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Light the beam, y'all. Get your merch. Merch is down here below, man. Thank you guys so much on behalf of the entire CK family, Basketball Zone family. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and let's get us to 10,000. Man, we're like 20 subs away from 10,000 subs. Plus 240 underdogs. Hitter. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much, man. Again, have a great night. Keep lighting the beam. What a night. Peace.